Oh my God, have you heard the latest news, folks? This one is serious. One of the great superpowers, China. It's rumoured that they're going to move in on Florida. They've got no special theme parks where they live, and they've not got the sunshine all year round you're going to get in Florida. They're going to take Florida from the US of A. Only Florida. Well, at this stage, that's all they're after is Florida. They're going to take Florida because they want a couple of good theme parks and a bit of good sun on the backs. Anyway, they're going to do that, and the Don, he's going to do a deal. He's going to do a deal with them. He's going to let them keep Florida as long as they don't take any other states. They can have Florida, that's no problem, but he's going to do a deal. They're not going to go elsewhere. There's going to be no 3, 4, 5 year wars, nothing bombed, no lives lost and whatever else. Yes, that's what's about to happen. Well, no, of course it's not, really. Of course it's not. But the Don is telling us today, I mean, he's already told us that he believes it's partly the Ukraine's fault that they're at war. He believes that their president, Zelensky there, is probably not fit for purpose. He says he could have done a deal 3 years ago. He didn't need all this bloodshed, lives lost and lost land. He said if it were him, he'd have done a deal straight away, the Don, which is where I'm coming from. Zelensky should have done it. He says, I'll get a deal done, don't worry, I'll get a deal done here. And I'm thinking it's just deal. So, when an aggressor from a powerful country makes a move on a less powerful country and decides he wants to take some of its land just for the sake of it, you don't have to go to war with them and fall out with them. They're the aggressor, they've moved in on you. All you do is do a deal with them and say, okay, then you can have some of it, but only have that much and not anymore. Is that okay? And they say yes. There's no war. There's no bloodshed. Everyone's happy. Well, the least powerful country's less happy because they've lost a part of their land. But for now, the aggressor's going to take no more land. Until in 3, 5 or 10 years' time, the aggressor thinks, well, that was easy. I've got that. I might as well go and take some more. Then they'll want to do another deal. No blood, and all of a sudden I'll end up having the whole of the country in the end. It's a much easier way than Hitler did it. Much easier. No bloodshed, no nothing, just lots of deals done. The aggressor always wins, and I'm thinking, can that be? How would Donald be if the Chinese, or anybody for that matter, moved in on a part of America and decided to go for America? Now we know it's not going to happen because we know how powerful America is. We know the weaponry it's got. You know, we know that. But were it to happen, would the Don just do a deal and give them part of America? I'm sure he wouldn't. Why would he expect the Ukraine to? If it happened to America, and let's say Starmer and Putin met, let's say Russia were doing it, because I can't think of the name of the guy that runs China there, say it was Russia doing it to America. Let's say Starmer and Putin met, and they were going to sort it out for the Don so as there was no more bloodshed in America. Because the Don's not done this deal, 2 outsiders have. It's the Don's country that's lost the land. That's, they're already fighting for a few months. And Starmer and Putin are going to sort it out without the Don at the table. Could you see him standing for that? Or would he want to be part of the talks? He's kicked Zelensky up. Well, he's not going an invite to the talks. It's the Don and Putin. But the Don looks like he's giving ground to him. I mean, he's saying today, they'd lose hardly any land. With me at the end, they'll lose hardly any land. And that's what I would have done. That's how I would do it. And I'm thinking, so Putin's done all this. He started the war. The Don's tried to say the Ukraine have started it. He started the war by moving in on their country. And the Don's trying to say he can stop the war. They're going to lose a bit of land, but it'll only be a bit of land. How does that work out? How does it work out at all? I think the Don is a couple of sandwiches short of a full picnic. I really, really do. Now, it comes the same day I've watched a video today by someone that I follow that I like, saying how good he thinks the Don is and how what he's doing in America will benefit GB. Ultimately, lots of things he's doing may do. Oh, God, I'm doing that. The Don does that. God, I don't mean to be doing that. Or that. I did that one on purpose, that one. I mean, he's saying about Democrats and Republicans and this, that and the other. And the Don is a Democrat, I think he said. And Democrats believe that anyone can win an election, blah, 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 blah. Republicans don't. And if you don't believe, anyway, he went on about things, his own opinion, which is fine. I respect everybody's opinion, but I'm thinking to myself, well, when the Don went for took this second term, he wasn't thinking anybody could win the election. He was thinking it was only going to be him that could win it. No one else could. If anybody else did, it would be rigged. They rigged the last one when he lost out. The only way he could lose this one was it would be rigged, in the Don's words. But I'm sure if the Don won, which he did, he wasn't going to come in and say, we've rigged this, we've won this, but it's been rigged. He wins, it's not rigged. Other person wins, whoever it might be, Biden, Harris, whoever it might be, it's rigged. I don't get it. The fella that I'm following that I like, he's saying that America is corrupt and it's rife, and the Don's finding all this out since he's moved in there, which is why he's been in lots of people and whatever else. Well, I made in loads of things where the Don's lied about his finances, he's lied about this and that to get extra loans, to build extra things. He doesn't pay his taxes like other people do. He finds a way of hiding stuff and whatever else. He breaks law after law after law, and then gets away with it because when he moves in to the White House, he gives himself pardons. In a weird way, I think he's got some not redeeming features, no, but he does do some things right. I mean, I thought, well, as soon as he moves in, we're going to see an end to this Gaza war very, very quickly, and that has been the case. But that said, talking about building virtually what's almost a theme park there, or a completely new resort there, and moving all the those from Gaza out of their own country and telling other countries to take, I think he's going about it all the wrong way. But at least we've got some peace there now. We may end up having some peace in the Ukraine within weeks or months. I can see that happening. And I can see the Don being a central in that, which is a good thing. But I think the way he's going about both things probably isn't quite right. At the end of the day, he shouldn't be getting in bed with Putin. Putin's the aggressor here, and always has been. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure he's going at things the right way. I'm really, really not. But as I say, imagine Russia or China making a move on America, and America not being as strong as we know they are, and the Don saying, well, we don't want any more bloodshed. Okay, then we'll give you this. I'll do a deal. We'll let you have that state, but don't take any of the others. And Russia or China say, okay, then we'll go with that. We'll go with that. No more killings. No more killings. No more bombings. That's fine. Could you imagine it? I couldn't. As soon as anybody makes a move on America, he's got his gun off his finger on that button. And I don't think he'd be bothered about president if he needed to. I don't think at all he would. Doing a deal. He talks about doing a deal all the time. Doing a deal with property and real estate, that's fine. But doing a deal with people's lives and with countries, doing a deal, it's not about doing a deal. If it were me, I'd have done a deal at the outset. This would never have happened. I know I've rambled, folks, I know I have, but I've heard it all today and I'm thinking, how would it be if somebody went for America? How would he be? If somebody invaded America, would you want to fight them or would you want to do a deal? Would he give them a part of his land and do a deal? I don't think he would. In fact, I know he wouldn't. Why would he expect somebody from the Ukraine to? Or anywhere else for that matter? I don't know. I don't, honestly. I know I've rambled. I am sorry. I'm not a political animal. I'm just hearing things from the outside. I'm thinking, this is all a bit weird, this.